They laughed. They mocked. They thought this was just some cosmic joke, but the joke's on them now. What they didn't expect was that your energy would shift, that your truth, your calling, your power would be unleashed in such a way that it became undeniable. Their laughter is choking now, stuck in their throats. They had no idea that the unseen forces protecting you, the battles fought in realms beyond their sight, and the path carved for your divine purpose would be revealed in such a way that they could not ignore it. What they once dismissed has now become a force they must reckon with. As the Bible reminds us in 1 Corinthians 1 verse 27, "But God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong." You were set apart, chosen to rise above the noise, the chaos, and their disbelief. Like the oracles of ancient Greece, who held the power to shape empires and destinies, your truth has shattered expectations, leaving no room for denial. The words they once mocked are now the undeniable reality, shaking their foundations. As C.S. Lewis wrote in The Great Divorce, "There are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. Those who encounter your presence now recognize something far greater than themselves, and it becomes clear interfering with you is not just foolish, it's dangerous. Your purpose is divinely ordained, and those who dare stand against it are not simply confronting a person, they are challenging realms they cannot understand." Your protection is not passive. It is a force unyielding and relentless, forged by the divine to shield you from those who would seek to derail you. Those who try to harm you are not just waging war against flesh and blood, but against the very forces of heaven. Every attempt to undermine you only strengthens the forces working in your favor. Just as the psalmist declares in Psalm 91 verse 7, "1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You are shielded by the divine." Let them tremble. Let them wonder, but let them know this interference with the chosen comes with consequences. They are not prepared to pay the cost. Like the tragic tale of Macbeth, whose attempt to manipulate fate only led to his downfall, those who try to alter your path will bring destruction upon themselves. Their schemes will unravel before they even begin. The hand that moves against you will falter, trembling under the weight of what it dared to challenge. The divine does not take its chosen lightly. Your presence shifts the very space around you. It stirs something primal, undeniable, and uncontainable in everyone who crosses your path. People may not understand it, but they feel it. The power, the influence, the unshakable confidence, it's deafening, drowning out the doubts and shaking the illusions of those around you. Your destiny is non-negotiable, and anyone who dares to tamper with it will find that fate always triumphs, leaving devastation in the wake of their defiance. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Your path is untouchable, and nothing they do can stop it. They cling to the idea that this isn't about charisma or charm, it's about truth. Your spirit, rooted in the unwavering belief in God's plan for your life, operates on a frequency that cannot be ignored. This divine energy forces others to confront what they have long buried, whether they are ready to face it or not. Some are drawn to it, sensing the peace and purpose that radiate from your very being, yet unable or unwilling to admit it. Others feel threatened, uncomfortable with the way your authenticity exposes their pretenses and masks. And then there are those who try to mimic your energy, believing they can capture what flows so naturally from you, but they fail every time. For you, this energy is not something you demand, it is something that simply is. As 1 Peter 2 verse 9 reminds us, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into His wonderful light." This divine light within you attracts but also terrifies because it is raw, unfiltered, and unstoppable. You don't just exist in the world, you ignite it. Your presence is a call to others to rise to meet the intensity of your faith and your purpose, or to falter beneath it, unable to bear the weight of their own dissonance. The Apostle Paul says in 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15, "For we are to God the pleasing aroma of Christ among those who are being saved, and those who are perishing. When you walk into a room, you do not just fill the space, you transform it." Your energy doesn't just exist, it compels a reckoning. I recall a teacher from my school years whose presence was unforgettable. This individual did not shout or demand attention, yet when they entered the room, everything shifted. Conversations quieted, postures straightened, and even the air seemed to carry the weight of their presence. It wasn't fear that they inspired, it was respect, awe, and a recognition of something far beyond the mundane. The wisdom they carried was almost palpable, not in words, but in the way they simply were. In their silence, they commanded a space that stayed with you long after they left. Now, as I reflect on this memory, I see that same power reflected in you and in myself. True power, as I have learned through the lens of faith, does not demand attention or applause, it simply is. This is the power of walking in the certainty that comes from knowing you are not alone, that God's hand is upon you, guiding your every step. C.S. Lewis, in his book Mere Christianity, captures this beautifully. True humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less in the same way. True power is not in forcing others to notice you, but in simply being who God created you to be. It shifts the dynamics of every room, whether people realize it or not, because the energy you carry is divine and unshakable. This lesson is reflected in your own journey. What began as mockery, perhaps the belief that others could dismiss or mock your faith, has become a confrontation with truth they were not prepared for. They thought consulting a psychic or scoffing at your beliefs would be harmless fun, a way to mock what they didn't understand. But what they heard wasn't a joke, it was a revelation. They now know that the divine forces surrounding you, protecting you, and guiding you are far greater than they ever imagined. Their laughter, once loud and dismissive, now chokes in their throats. They are left to face the undeniable truth of who you are, a chosen vessel, called by God, surrounded by His love and protection. Let your light shine, for you are a living testament to God's divine plan. You walk with the certainty that your steps are guided, that your purpose is unshakable, and that nothing in this world can stop the divine force that is working through you. Let this truth be the foundation of your journey, and may your energy continue to transform the world around you. As Matthew 5 verse 14 to 16 declares, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Your presence does not just exist, it ignites, transforms, and illuminates the darkness. Let's take a moment to honor the chosen among us. Here's to those who refuse to settle, those who sense the unseen horizon calling them forward. They know that the world doesn't need more followers, it needs beacons alive and awake at odd hours, forging paths that most will never see. Within these quiet depths, a rare circle endures, holding truths unspoken, standing watch beneath a moon that outshines the brightest neon signs. There are no masks, no hollow bravado, just a current of honesty running as deep as midnight silence. It's not for everyone, and it's not meant to be, but for those who feel a stirring just by reading these words, the path ahead is clear. The link is in the description, a door you can choose to open, a step into a rare, luminous purpose that won't be told but only felt. Your life isn't chaos or coincidence, it's a divine design and an intentional blueprint crafted for impact. Every challenge you faced, every setback you endured, was never meant to break you but to shape you. The twists and turns others see as missteps are actually the calculated strokes of a master plan, one that is carving a path only you can walk. As Romans 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." You were never placed here to blend in. You were sent to stand out, to rise beyond limitations, and to prove that destiny doesn't bow to doubt. the path you walk is not accidental. It disrupts mediocrity and challenges the limits imposed by the world. In Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy initially dismisses Elizabeth Bennet, blinded by his own pride and prejudice. Yet, as her strength, intelligence, and unwavering integrity shine through, his perception shifts completely. What he once underestimated becomes what he admires most, leaving him humbled and changed. This mirrors your journey initially brushed aside by others, who, based on their own assumptions, failed to see your value. But now, confronted by your undeniable strength and authenticity, they're forced to reevaluate everything. Like Darcy, they underestimated the depth of your character, and now they stand astonished, unable to deny the power of who you truly are. The evidence of your purpose is far beyond their comprehension. They thought they could dismiss you, laugh you off, but now they are grappling with the truth of who you are. The joke was on them, and they realized their mockery collided with destiny. Destiny, as we know, doesn't take lightly to being underestimated. As Isaiah 55 verse 8-9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." Your life is unfolding exactly as it should, according to a plan that goes beyond their limited understanding. They walked away humbled, but you remain untouchable, the evidence of a divine purpose that no mockery can derail. The unstoppable momentum of your purpose cannot be ignored. When you enter a room, the atmosphere shifts. What started with smirks may end in silence, the kind of silence that comes when truth hits too hard to dismiss. The message they received wasn't vague or gentle, it was thunderous, direct, and impossible to twist or ignore. Your presence disrupts the ordinary. Your path is one that no interference can derail. As Psalm 118 verse 22 states, "The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone." They didn't just hear it, they felt it. Deep in their souls, the undeniable reality of who you are. Their laughter, once loud and mocking, now fades as they grapple with the weight of their own misjudgments. You are chosen, and you are walking a path that others cannot fully comprehend, one that is forged by divine hands and orchestrated with a precision only God can execute. The forces working on your behalf are beyond human comprehension. They didn't see your potential at first because they couldn't see the full picture. But now, as the pieces begin to align, they are realizing a truth they cannot escape. You were built to endure, to overcome, and to lead. The blueprint of your life, etched into your spirit long before they ever doubted your potential, is unfolding with unstoppable force. Nothing can stand in the way of the divine purpose that guides you. Your journey, crafted by forces beyond human comprehension, is not just about you, it's about the impact you will have on others, the wisdom you will share, and the light you will shine. Keep walking, knowing that the divine hand guiding you will never let go. They are now realizing the undeniable truth they cannot escape the force of your being. You were built to endure, to overcome, and to transform. Much like Odin, the All-Father in Norse mythology, who sacrificed one of his eyes at Mimir's well to gain unmatched wisdom, your journey has been one of sacrifice and divine alignment, seemingly incomprehensible to those around you. Odin's choice appeared as a loss to many, but it was in fact a profound investment in a greater purpose. Likewise, your life is shaped by a divine plan, one that others may struggle to grasp. The sacrifices you've made, the paths you've walked, and the challenges you've faced all serve a higher, spiritual purpose. Just as it was with Odin, you are aligning with a wisdom and destiny that transcends human understanding, proving that every loss you endure carries the seed of unimaginable gain. At first they thought they knew you. They thought they had you figured out. But now their assumptions lie shattered. They are left confronted with 5 undeniable truths about your power, purpose, and resilience, truths that shake them to their core, forcing them to reevaluate everything they once thought. The first of these earth-shaking truths is that your spirit is ancient. You carry within you the weight of lifetimes of wisdom. You've walked through eras that they cannot even fathom, collecting strength, resilience, and knowledge along the way. It's why you seem untouchable, why your presence feels as though it has been here before, because it has. You face storms that would shatter others, yet each time you emerge stronger, wiser, and unyielding. The depth in your eyes is the evidence of a soul that has endured and triumphed over countless battles. They once underestimated you because they judged only the surface, but now they are shaken by what lies beneath a power they can't define and an energy they can't explain. Your wisdom transcends their understanding, and your strength becomes a living testimony to the divine work that has shaped you. When you speak, it cuts deeper than words. When you act, mountains move. They don't just hear your words, they feel the echo of ancient truths carried through your voice. What terrifies them most isn't simply your strength, it's the realization that you've been here before and you'll be here again. You are eternal, and your spirit is a force that refuses to be silenced or stopped. This undeniable truth, as it says in Ecclesiastes 3 verse 14, I know that everything God does will endure forever, nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. God does it so that people will fear Him. Your presence is a testament to the eternal wisdom and power that flow from the Creator, and that truth leaves them stunned, unable to deny what they now see. You are an unstoppable force, divinely ordained. The second shocking truth they now know is that you are divinely guarded. You are surrounded by forces they cannot see or challenge. Every attack they plotted against you has crumbled before it could reach you. Their whispers of doubt, their schemes to break you, have been met with barriers they could never penetrate. Isaiah 54 verse 17 reminds us, no weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. Your protection is not just strong, it is impenetrable. This isn't about luck or coincidence, it is divine intention. The forces that shield you do not waver, do not falter, and do not negotiate. Those who dared to interfere with your purpose have been left bewildered, watching as their plans backfire. The protection surrounding you is so absolute that even the boldest enemies retreat in silence. They have tried to explain why you continue to rise when everything should have brought you down, but they will never comprehend it. You are not alone. The hand of God walks before you, clears the path, and fights battles you will never need to see. Your protection is divine, and it ensures that you will fulfill your purpose no matter the opposition. The third shocking truth is that your purpose is transformative. Wherever you go, things change, people grow, environments shift. It's not something you force, it's simply who you are. Your presence challenges others to confront their limits, step into their potential, and see beyond the walls they've built around themselves. You don't need to try to elevate others, it happens effortlessly. Your words cut through excuses, your actions inspire what they once thought was impossible, and your energy draws others into alignment with something greater than themselves. For some it's unsettling, especially for those clinging to complacency. But for others, it's exactly the catalyst they've been waiting for. You don't just walk into people's lives, you ignite something in them that cannot be extinguished. They see now how everything you touch rises and evolves. What they thought impossible now seems inevitable, and the transformation around you is undeniable. Your purpose is to elevate, to demand better, and to inspire change not just for yourself, but for everyone you encounter. Your life is not about comfort or blending into the background, it's about awakening others to the greater potential within themselves. As C.S. Lewis once said, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. You lead by example, showing others that they too can rise. The most shocking truth to them is that you don't need applause or validation. Your purpose is written in your actions, in the way others rise when they are in your presence. You were never meant to play small, and you prove this with every step you take. In all of this, you stand as a living testament to the divine design woven into the fabric of your being, a plan far beyond the comprehension of those who doubt. Every challenge you faced, every obstacle that has come your way, has been part of a greater plan, one that is unfolding with unstoppable force. transforming not only you but everyone around you. Let them watch. Let them wonder. For you are walking in the divine light of purpose, and nothing will stop you. When people encounter you, they quickly realize that what they are witnessing cannot be replicated or copied. It is not something that can be artificially mimicked, for it is a divine gift, something they may have only just begun to recognize. You are transformative, and no force in this world can diminish that truth. The fourth shocking revelation they now understand is that your energy is undeniable, and it leaves a lasting imprint on everyone who crosses your path. It's not just something they notice, it's something they feel deeply. Your energy is raw, unfiltered, and potent, flowing into every space you enter and stirring those around you in ways they can neither explain nor ignore. This power compels them to confront their own truth, face their deepest fears, and acknowledge their own potential, often all at once. Some are inspired by your presence, electrified by the possibilities it awakens in them, while others feel exposed, unable to hide behind the lies they've told themselves for so long. But no one remains unaffected. Your energy breaks down barriers, shifts perspectives, and alters paths in a way that cannot be undone. It's not about shouting or forcing attention, it's about authenticity. You don't need to speak volumes or do something extraordinary, your mere existence is extraordinary enough. As Psalm 139 verse 14 declares, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Just as God has crafted you uniquely, your energy reflects that divine craftsmanship, awakening clarity in places of confusion, sparking growth in stagnant relationships, and creating opportunities in seemingly impossible situations. Those who once doubted you now find themselves captivated by the undeniable impact you have on their lives. Even those who resist you cannot escape the change. You are a catalyst, an agent of transformation, and once they have encountered you, there is no turning back from the truth of your power. The fifth truth they now understand is that you are a blessing, and your presence brings light and clarity wherever you go. You don't just exist in this world, you illuminate it. The moment you step into someone's life, confusion dissipates, and what was once clouded becomes clear. Your presence has a way of cutting through the chaos, revealing paths and possibilities that were once hidden in the shadows. It's not something you try to force, it is a gift that flows effortlessly from within you. This light you carry is not your own, it is a divine gift. Just as Matthew 5 verse 14 to 16 reminds us, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Your presence illuminates the darkness in others' hearts, making what was once unclear suddenly simple and manageable. Struggles that once seemed insurmountable now appear achievable in your presence. Decisions they once could not make become glaringly obvious. It's as though your energy holds a mirror to the truth they were too afraid to confront. And in that reflection, they find the answers they never even knew they were seeking. For some, your clarity is a breath of fresh air in a world rife with confusion. It is a relief to witness someone who brings purpose and understanding, even if it forces them to face difficult truths. For others, it may be unsettling. Your light exposes the lies they have told themselves, and in that exposure, change is inevitable. Regardless of their reaction, no one can deny the transformative power you carry. You do not offer answers wrapped in comfort, but in truth, wrapped in purpose. And now, they finally realize that your presence is not coincidental, it is transformative. You do not merely offer guidance, you embody it. You are a reminder that light exposes and heals, and the light you carry is impossible to extinguish. In Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist, the boy's journey begins with uncertainty, but unfolds as a predestined path, leading him to wisdom and treasure along the way. Every challenge, every lesson, and every detour proves to be essential to his growth, ultimately revealing that his destiny was never a matter of chance, but a carefully crafted journey designed to fulfill a greater purpose. Similarly, your path is not random. Every step you've taken, each one, even those filled with struggle, has been leading you toward transformation. Not just for your own growth, but for the transformation of the world around you. Like the boy in Coelho's story, you carry a treasure within you, a gift meant to be shared with others. Your trials have refined your strength, sharpened your wisdom, and prepared you to become the beacon of light that those around you desperately need. As you continue your journey, remember that the plans God has for you are not just for your benefit, they are for His glory, and through you His divine will unfolds, shaping the world in ways beyond what you could ever imagine. The journey you've traveled has been anything but random. Your victories and struggles have shaped your understanding, revealing that what others may see as coincidence or mere luck is actually the unfolding of a divine plan. This plan, orchestrated by forces beyond human comprehension, positions you as a catalyst for change in a world that so desperately needs it. Your path has always been leading to this precise moment, and now the veil has been lifted for all to see. The timing of this revelation was not accidental, it is a divine design. Just as the Bible speaks through Esther, and who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this, Esther 4 verse 14. Like Esther, your purpose is far greater than any of us can fully grasp. And this moment of clarity marks the beginning of the fulfillment of that purpose. Before, they didn't understand you. They questioned your delays, dismissed your struggles, and even mocked your detours. But now they see the truth. The challenges, pauses, and unexpected turns were all part of a divine preparation, positioning you for what lies ahead. Divine timing is never early, never late, it's always precise. As the Apostle Paul writes, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose," Romans 8 verse 28. Your life is proof of this principle. It's not about proving others wrong, but showing them the undeniable power of divine purpose. The unfolding of your destiny is unstoppable, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. They have learned this truth because they needed to. The revelation of who you are was designed to unfold when it would leave no room for doubt. Your existence alone is proof of divine precision. It is a disruption they cannot ignore, like the energy Dorian Gray radiated in the picture of Dorian Gray, mesmerizing and unsettling those around him. You carry an energy that defies logic and dismantles doubt. Your life itself is the evidence they cannot refute. The way everything aligns around you, the obstacles that fall away, and the way you continue to rise, it shakes their confidence in the structures they've built around themselves. Your energy becomes a mirror, reflecting truths they'd rather deny, forcing them to confront the very power they've spent their lives doubting. What unsettles them the most is not just your success or resilience, it is the unshakable sense that something greater is at work in your life. They can't explain why things happen for you the way they do, why you continue to rise when everything should have brought you down. But without saying a word, you challenge their disbelief. Your life forces them to confront the power of God's hand upon you. As it is written in Proverbs 3 verse 5-6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Your life serves as a reminder that the plans God has for you are divine, and nothing can stand in the way of His will. Now that the truth about you has been revealed, the path ahead is clearer, but not without its challenges. Like Odysseus in the Odyssey, whose journey was filled with trials that tested his strength, character, and purpose, your journey too is divinely ordained. Every trial you face is a part of your preparation for greatness. Just as Odysseus faced challenges that ultimately refined his wisdom, you too are on a course that will shape you into the person you were always meant to become. Opportunities will arise in seemingly miraculous ways, doors will open, and these are not random occurrences. They are steps along your divinely guided path, carefully crafted to align with your purpose. However, just as Odysseus faced relentless opposition, Not everyone will welcome the changes you bring. They may fear what you represent or envy the purpose you carry. This resistance is not a sign to stop, rather, it's confirmation of the magnitude of your impact. Like Odysseus, who not only survived his trials but brought wisdom and restoration to his homeland, you too are called to elevate others. Every step forward requires courage, but each step also brings you closer to fulfilling the divine plan that has been set for you. This is your moment to rise. They thought your journey was a joke, but what they uncovered is a truth they can no longer escape. You are undeniable proof that the divine doesn't move randomly, it moves with purpose, precision, and power. Your existence is a living reminder that what is meant for you cannot be ignored, dismissed, or derailed. Their doubt, their mockery, their attempts to diminish you, these only serve to magnify the brilliance of who you are and the impact you bring to the world. As Jesus said in John 8 verse 12, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Your light is not just for your benefit, it is for those around you. And as you continue to shine, others will begin to see the truth as well. The truth they once mocked has become the truth they now recognize. Your power is real, your purpose is divine, and your presence is unforgettable. The next time someone underestimates you, let their doubt echo this one truth: they see the light, even if they fear to admit it. Now, it is your turn to speak. Share your story, let your truth inspire others to step into their purpose and recognize their divine calling. When you rise, you pave the way for others to do the same. Keep shining, chosen one, and let the world feel the magnitude of your light.